Hello everyone, it's me Infinite Designer. Today I will show you how to create this type of AMV transition by only using alight motion. So let's jump into alight motion. For this kind of edit, first you need to add your music and then place the shots as per the beats. So this is my project. I have already chopped some shots for the edit. Now we are good to go. So this is the first clip. Now firstly, add a null element onto the first clip. Cut off the extra part of the null. Make the null of same length as the clip. Now simply duplicate the null layer. Now select the clip and go to this option. Now pair this clip with null 1 by just clicking on null 1 layer. Now similarly pair the null 1 layer with null 1 copy. Now we can animate the clip by animating these nulls. Firstly, select the null 1 layer and then go to scaling options. Now add a keyframe at the starting point and then add another keyframe at the ending point of the layer. Now come back to the first keyframe and scale up the clip. Then make this type of graph. After making this graph, do copy this graph. We need this graph further also. Now go to rotation options of the null 1. Add keyframes at the starting and ending point again. Now go to first keyframe and then rotate the clip slightly. Paste that graph here. Now go to moving options of the null 1 and again add keyframes at starting and ending point. Come to first keyframe and just move the clip to any direction you want and paste the graph here also. We have created the opening animation like this. Now select the null 1 copy. Go to the scaling options. Add a keyframe at the middle of the layer and add another keyframe at the end of the layer. Now scale up the clip at the second keyframe. Now paste the graph here also, but invert the graph by this button. Now go to moving option of the null 1 copy later and add keyframes similarly. Move the clip anywhere at the last keyframe. Again paste the graph and invert it. Finally, we have completed the animation process of the first clip. Now similarly animate the other clips also. Add another null element onto the second clip. Duplicate that null element. Now pair the second clip with second null. Then pair the second null with second null's copy. Then repeat the animation process onto these null elements in order to animate the second clip.
My dance make it hurt.
Now if you hit the play button, then you can see the transition effect. Repeat this similar editing process onto every clip that you have in your video. You can play with the rotation, scaling, and movement options to make it more interesting and cooler.
My dance make it hurt.
Finally, add a motion blur effect on every clip layer. You can set the blur value as you want. I'm setting it at 1.0 here. And we have easily created this transition effect by just using alight motion. This is the simplest way to create AMV transition like this. Do subscribe now to get more tutorials like this.